After my last video on Emma McAdams' 4 skills to stop overthinking, someone forwarded me this video by Dr. Arik Khan, a neurologist, where he says that your brain heals when you write. As a writer, a poet with published works, I am naturally gravitated to examining what he says. Also, as a psychologist, I can't sit easily with oversimplification of complex matters of the brain by a medically trained professional, even for sake of YouTube. So if you are interested in contrarian thinking, watch this thoroughly. There will be many light bulb moments for you to enjoy, even if this video is otherwise visually gonna be unentertaining. Now, before we get to the 3 techniques that Dr. Arif Khan has discussed, we need to sort something out. The word healing. Because the moment a neurologist attaches it to something as accessible as writing, you are going to carry a very specific set of expectations into everything that follows. So, what is healing, right? Philosophically, healing implies a return, a restoration of something lost or damaged. In medicine, it is relatively straightforward. But in psychology and neuroscience, healing is far more contested. Healing from what exactly? From cognitive decline? Which kind? Age related decline? Decline from depression, from trauma, from neurodegeneration like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's, from chronic stress, from sleep deprivation, right? These are not the same conditions. They do not share the same mechanism. So, when you are told your brain heals when you write, we have to ask which brain, in which condition, at which stage, and by whose measure. Yoga, for example, is said to heal. Deep breathing, exercise, all genuinely beneficial. But beneficial is not the same as healing. We have seen yoga practitioners with decades of practice go into psychosis, into acute mental disorder, into various physical ailments. The practice did not protect them from what was coming from inside. The same question has to be asked of writing. Writers too have committed great crimes, carried the same biases, the same rages, the same temperament problems as anyone else. You tell me, if writing were healing the brain in any meaningful clinical sense, we would expect to see something different in the population of serious writers, right? We do not, but writing is a good thing to do. It can create clarity, it can provide relief, but relief is not repair. And when a neurologist uses the word healing without drawing that line, people will expect from writing something writing was never designed to deliver. See, this thumbnail of Dr. Khan says your brain heals when you write. A direct personal promise, a low hanging fruit placed within your reach. Instead of neurobiological citations justifying that headline, what arrives are 3 techniques: expressive writing, gratitude journaling, reflective reframing. First, are these techniques? And then, as a poet, I want to ask, is expressive writing really excluding gratitude? Is writing about gratitude not already reflective reframing? Are these 3 distinct neurological processes or 3 different doors into the same room being sold as separate rooms? Pennebaker's research on expressive writing is real, peer reviewed, and genuinely influential, but it came with contained environments, specific participant profiles, and follow up support. Those conditions are not mentioned here. What happens when someone in acute distress opens a blank page at midnight with only the instruction to keep writing without editing? For some people, that is not completion of unfinished emotional work. That is re entry into something their nervous system was never safely guided through the first time. For someone already in a stable state, gratitude journaling can genuinely orient attention toward what is working, right? But what about the person whose brain is clinically not producing the response that would make gratitude feel like anything other than a performance? Telling that person to find 2 to 3 things they are grateful for is not an intervention. It is an instruction that arrived before the ground was ready for it. They do not need a column to fill. They need someone to ask why the column feels impossible. Cognitive reframing is the backbone of CBT, present in every evidence based clinical framework globally. Under the right conditions, it genuinely shifts something. But what about the person whose conditioned thinking is so deeply embedded that the brain doing the reframing is the very brain that first needs to be examined? What about the person for whom writing has never been a natural form of self access? You cannot use a lens to fix itself. That is not reframing. That is a repetition with better handwriting. Look, I want to leave you with something that is not a regular case study. I have known a person with several books invited to major literary festivals whose entire identity and livelihood is built around writing. And this person, by every psychological reading I can offer, has deeply compromised inhibitory systems, no real sense of discretion, extremely high on narcissistic personality traits, and one of the most indecent people I have encountered in literary spaces, particularly in how he approaches women. He has been writing his entire life. Writing has not healed any part of what needs examining in him. So, the next time someone tries to sell you journaling as an absolute method of healing your brain, do this first. Get a diagnosis from a psychiatrist or preferably a clinical psychologist who can tell you what is actually happening. Then, if writing feels useful, use it as a do good practice, the way you would use a walk or a warm meal, never as a measure of healing in itself. And if a neurologist specifically recommends journaling to you as a clinical intervention, ask them directly which part of the brain repairs, under exactly what type of writing, and can you name the writers whose lifelong practice left them empirically, measurably cleaner in how they think, feel, and treat other people?
Emotional, damn it!
If they can answer that, listen. If they cannot, you have your answer. I offer one on one counseling sessions online, links in the description.